goofiness. Yeah, I would say definitely the goofiness. I think that's why I glommed onto that part of it so much more, because Terry wasn't nearly as goofy. You know, she was a little bit more serious, a little bit, you know, she got her stuff in there, and I was just like, and yeah, I don't take very much in life very seriously. Sorry, people.
Did you ever audition for any of the other roles?
Nope. I wasn't even voice acting when they first auditioned, because I would have got it, right? Yeah. No, I wasn't even doing any voice acting at that point, so I didn't.
You sort of got into this already, but if it were a clean slate, do you think you would have developed Sailor Moon's voice completely differently?
Yeah, I would have got to where I was, you know, sort of halfway through, for sure. For sure I would have done that. It's a lot harder though with dubbing, right? Because the words are already out there, and the beat of the words are already out there. It's a very fast beat, so you've only got a certain amount of time to get it in. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the decisions have already been made for you when you're doing it.
If they ended up doing like a redub and they cast you with Sailor Moon again, would you approach it a little bit differently?
Yeah, I think even just doing this weekend, but just all the years that have gone by, the character has settled so much more in me, and I don't doubt myself nearly as much as I did back then, because, you know, all eyes are on you, and it's just, because some people were angry, really angry, at the fact that I took over for Terry, and sorry I did that.
Yeah, there's still some people who didn't really know why, and I've had to explain that.
Oh, she was pregnant. She was knocked up with 2 babies, man, and I cannot blame her. You couldn't yell. There's no way you could do that with a stomach that was out like this. You just would have no diaphragm left. You can't even get in a breath of air. You wouldn't have the energy. Oh my God, I can't even imagine what it would be like having twins not in your stomach. Like, yeah.
Along with your agent, does your family encourage and influence you in trying out for new roles?
Oh yeah, absolutely. My husband is my rock. He's so solid, he's so great. Every time I doubt myself, which is all the time, he just shakes his head and just goes, "Babe, seriously? Come on, what are you doing?" He's been really, really solid. And my daughters too, you know, they're always, as much as they don't ever talk to me, but talk about what I do, they're always wondering what I'm doing. "Oh, what are you doing now?" "Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool." And I'm like, "Really? And then they don't say anything to anybody. And their friends find out. I'll have them over. You know, we've always got the lunch crew come to our house for lunch, and there'll be just kids everywhere. And I'm always like, "What are you doing? Pick up your stuff. This is the sink. Put your dishes in here. And tomorrow you will bring your own lunch. You're not eating all of my food." So they're just like, "Oh, God." And then somehow it'll slip out. Somebody might mention, "Did you know that my mom was Sailor Moon?" And they'll go, and suddenly they see me in a new light, right? They're like, "Oh." And for that split second, they're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, and your dishes go over here." And then they're just like, "Oh, she's back again."
So I guess you don't impress your kids' friends either.
Some of them a little bit more than others, but no, you can't impress teenagers.
Was it hard for you to make the transition from acting to writing, and which do you like better?
Well, I'm only really just beginning the writing stuff, and I love acting. I love being in front of a microphone. There's no place that I feel more comfortable in the world than sitting with a pair of headphones on, with a microphone in front of me, and just I love it. I love the booth. I love everything about it. And as soon as I put the headphones on, I just knew that this is what I wanted to do. There wasn't a question about it. The writing thing is all brand new, and I'm really enjoying sort of the freedom of it and watching where things are going, but I get lost. So there's a lot of people out there that help, you know, that have done it, and I know so many people from the industry that can sort of help guide me, and, you know, sometimes they'll give me a suggestion, and I'll be like, "Dumb." I don't say that to them, I'll just go, what? And then I sort of walk away and go, oh, that's how you advance the plot of the script. Oh, that was a good idea, actually. Okay, I'll use that idea. So there's a lot of help I'm getting out there.
Okay. Back to your radio show.
Mm-hmm.
How did that end up getting started? And also, do you know if American or international listeners can tune in?
Yes and yes. It's Sirius Satellite XM on a channel called Canada Talks, and it's number 167 on the dial. We got started, there was 3 of us originally, Heather Bambrick, who does a lot of cartoons and stuff, Nicholas St. John, and me. And we were sitting around, we were all really good friends, we're sitting around having a glass of wine, and we are laughing and laughing because nobody makes me laugh like those two. They are so funny, and when we get together, it's just stupid. And we started talking about radio in general. I said, you know what I'm sick of? You know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of men talking at me, and they don't know what I'm thinking. They don't know what I'm sick of listening to their attitudes, what they have to say about everything in this world, and there is nothing out there for women. There just isn't. Whatever they've got on CBC, CBC's a great radio station, but it's all plant shows and stuff like this. And, I'm going, I want something fun that women can enjoy. And we were all like, I know. And I said, you know what? We should do a show. And they were like, yeah, we should. And at that point, Heather was already doing a show on Jazz FM. And we said, well, should we? And we all went, yeah, let's do a show together. So we did that. We started getting together, and we would just record stuff, and we just have a lot of fun. So the show began as the 3 of us just talking like 3 women having a glass of wine, basically. It got really stupid. It got really arguey. It got really everything. We never knew where it was going to go, and it was a lot of fun. And just as we were ready to start selling it, we had everything ready to go. Heather became the morning person for Jazz FM, and it was like, oh. And you can't say, Heather, we're going to sell this show. You can't do this. It's like, no. You got to do, when you get a job, you got to take it. So now she's the morning person for Jazz FM, and Nick and I sort of looked at each other and went, what do you want to do now? And I said, we're not stopping. We've gone so far, but let's change everything up. Let's invite a guest in. Let's get somebody different so we have different things to talk about. So we just kept doing that, and we would record we did a podcast together, and we recorded shows, and we let it sort of take its course and morph into what it is now. And then we were ready to sell it when we heard about this new station on Sirius XM called Canada Talks. It was just like, this is perfect. We're Canadian. This is where we should be. And they just went, yes, you've got it. You've got a show ready to go. Let's go. So we're having a blast doing it.
Okay, that's great. And just one last thing.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could go and tell the fans your name, what you've been Sailor Moon, and to never stop chasing Sailor Moon.
Oh, yes, I can. My name is Linda Ballantyne. I was the voice of Sailor Moon. Never stop chasing the moon. Moon Cosmic Power!
That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.